for a few years, people around the world, especially from America, have been saying to me about Skulltec gel pads. Today, I find out whether these live up to the hype. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is a review that I've wanted to do for a long time. The thing that's been putting me off is at one stage, these are $24.95 US from America. The first time I tried to order these, the shipping was about $40, and so that put me off. These used to be on sale in the UK a few years ago, but I don't think they're on sale in the UK anymore. So the only way for someone like me from England to get them is to buy them and pay, obviously, the shipping. Now, the shipping is much less now, and hence I sort of did pull the trigger on these. $24.95 US. What it came out of my bank account was about 40 English pounds, but that was including shipping from America. So let's have a look at what they are. What you've got is you've got Skulltec gel pads. Okay, so it says, protect your hands all times, Skulltec, ultimate hand protection, advanced patented gel technology, recovers instantly, easily tailored for a custom fit, innovative gel reduces damage from repetitive punching, and then skulltec.com, and then it's got obviously that made in the USA. And I have tested these extensively to get the best way for me to use them, and I will show you that later in the video. But let me just get one out. I mean, these come in pairs, so when you buy them, you will get two, one for the left hand, one for the right hand. Just get them out the packet, and they are these patented gel rectangular sheets. Okay, now on there I have put some tape on, and I'll explain that later what I've done with mine. But as you can see, you have got rectangular sheet that is 6 inches from there to there, 4 inches from there to there, and then these particular ones, the green ones, are 1/4 of an inch thick. As you can see, the outside, they've got like an outside sort of protective layer. They've got an inside which is really, really squidgy. And then obviously they've got the other side as well, which is the same protective layer. To make them easier to put on, I have put some tape on them. And what's happened is, I've not ruined them, but if you take the tape off, it does take that top layer off, and then you get them really sticky. Now, what I would have done if I wasn't doing a review is I wouldn't have took the tape off, and I would have just left them as I'd got them. But I'll show you that as I say. So these are the Knuckle Pad 6, these particular ones, the green, and they also do like a reddy coloured one, which is the Knuckle Pad 3. And the Knuckle Pad 3 is same dimensions except for 1/8 of an inch instead of 1/4 of an inch, so they are thinner. Now, some people will need more knuckle protection and some people will need less. If you need more, go for the green. You can also, obviously, you can double them up as well, so you can have double the protection, or you can cut them so you've only got like a single piece, or you can do as I've done, is I sort of fashion them with tape, so it allows me to get that double up but also easier to put them on. Let's have a look at my Fit to Box way to put on these. Okay, so the Fit to Box way to put on Skulltec gel pads. As you can see from mine, I have put some tape on, and I'll come to that in a moment. When you look at them, obviously you've got a big piece there. This is the thicker version, this is the green ones. And so what you can do is you can put them into, like, sandwich them, and then you're putting them onto the knuckles. I found that was a little bit too bulky. So I'll show you the way that I've done it, and I think it's the best way, to be honest. I did try several different ways. I do also know that you could cut that sort of in half, or cut 1/3 of that, and then you've literally just got that on your knuckles. So again, that would work. So you just need to find the best way for you. Now, what I've done is I've put some tape across there. So you can see what I've done is I've wrapped it not in a sandwich, as in half and half. I've put it so it's almost like covering 2/3 to there, as you can see, and then I've created a channel with this bit here, and I'll show you how that works when I put the on with the hand wrap. But what I was finding was when I was sort of balancing that on there, or I'd got it where I'd got it sandwiched like that, and I was balancing it was really, really awkward, and I was getting a bit frustrated because it kept on either moving out the way. I'm sure you would get used to using it. I just felt that my way enables you to secure it first of all via that sort of channel there, and then once you've got that secure, then you can deal with the rest. So let me show you what I mean. The only thing I would say to you is if you are going to do it my way, the tape, once it's on, it ain't coming off. Okay, so you will get it. As you can see, you've got the outer skin on both sides, and then you've got the soft in the middle. Once you put the tape on, it takes off the edge, the outer layer. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm literally going to leave them in that position. That's how I've had them since I've had them and how I've been using them. I took or attempted to take off the tape for this video. As you can see, I'm struggling. I can't get that tape off, and actually, as you can see the edge there, it has pulled off that outer layer. Have I ruined them? No, they're still usable, and I will be putting the tape back on in a minute anyway, so it makes no difference to me. I am going to keep them forever in that sort of design there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I've got the Bryant Boxing hand wraps here. First of all, I'm just going to put it around the wrist. Put it around the wrist like so. 1, 2, 3, and then once around the thumb, and then I'm going to bring it around there, and I'm going to just lay it so it's in that position there. Now once I'm in that position there, if I just show you on the camera, I'll then lay down in that position there. As you can see, I'm looking for that one piece of the gel to go just behind the knuckles, and then this to be on the knuckle front and the front of the fingers area. Okay, now because I've sort of got that channel, I go across and I use that channel. You see what I've done there? So straight away, it's kept it in place. So I've gone around there, and then I can go across the top, like so, and then as I go round the back, there, I can now start to tidy that up. Okay, so you can see I haven't had to mess around with it falling off my hand, and I've been able to go round with the hand wrap and get to a position where I'm happy with where it is. So this last one, I'm just going to go round there. So I'm going right round the edge, then I'm going round the knuckles, and then I'm going back to the thumb, and then secure the wrist. And what that does is it makes sure that the gel part is in the right place. I'm going to change it round there like so. Yeah, and it makes sure that the gel is on the front of the knuckles, and it's secured by that little sort of 1/3 of the gel. Okay, and that is a superb hand wrap. Really is good, and it fits nicely into the glove. So I've got some dirty South gloves here that I'll be reviewing very, very soon. And literally open them up, because obviously you've got a little bit bulkier hand wrap. Now you've got the gel on. Open them up, slide your hand in like so. It takes a little bit of working because obviously it's a little bit more bigger, but once it's in there, you've got a very comfortable, very well protected knuckle inside the glove. Okay, so I think that they are superb. Okay, so this is how I'm going to have mine going forward. Obviously I've used 2 different types of tape just to show you, just your sort of your regular hand wrap tape I've used. Now we'll keep these in this position. You can see I've put a little R there, and I've put a little L on that one, but on both of them I have got that little bit there, and that is where I put that first hand wrap over, and that means that there's no fiddling around. That first bit of hand wrap lies on there, and then that keeps the rest of it in place, and then I can wrap around the rest of it. But as you can see, you've then got double the protection on the knuckle, which is thicker, which is where you need it, and thinner protection at the back of the knuckle. Okay, so I thought that when it was like done in half, that what you was doing, you was getting too much protection, like doubled up at the front and at the rear of those knuckles, and I didn't think that it needed it at the rear. So by doing it my way, just create a channel for you to put the first hand wrap across to secure it, and then you get the benefit of the double up on the gel on the actual knuckle area, which is where you want it, not at the rear of those knuckles. So that's just my sort of take on it. As I say, I think this is my way forward. Stop me getting frustrated when it come to actually putting them on. When I was trying to put them on at first, it was just too fiddly for me, kept on moving, kept on dropping out of place. So this was my solution. Okay, so I'm absolutely blown away by these. When I've used them on the bags, they are every bit as good as what people were telling me in terms of the shock absorption, and I would rate these higher than the previous highest gel pads that I've done, which of course were Winning. Winning have been a real favourite of mine. The only thing I would say with Winning is you've got to be careful that they don't ride up and go backwards with that sort of blue cloth. With these, if you're doing it in the right way, and once you get used to them, then you can almost sort of like get it so it sits on your hand and you just do your wrapping. You will get used to it. It's a bit fiddly at first, but it is totally worth it. The protection that these give is amazing as well. So I would say in my hand protection list, which is on my website, fit2boxchannel.com, hand protection list, these are going to get 5 Fit2Box stars, rated as the best. So these are the top tier of knuckle protection and hand protection that I have ever experienced. I think that they are superb, worth every penny. And as I say, to get to my door, they were about £41, and I would say that they are worth every single penny of that £41. Of course, in America, they're $24.95 US. Okay, so I think that they are superb. First of all, I think amazing shock absorption. I like the fact that you can cut them, because then you could sort of almost have 4 rectangles, so that would be 2 pairs of them. But if you're doing what I'm doing, once you've got the tape on, what that means is you've got 2 ready to go, and these will last a very long time. I would, though, on mine, I am marking a left and a right, so even better moulding to both my left knuckles and my right knuckles. That's what I am doing. Disappointed that actually on the pictures they got Skulltec there, and it's not actually on there, it's just a sheet. It's not important. I just thought it looked a little bit cooler when it had got the Skulltec on there, but not on the ones that I've received. I will say that when you've got them and you're trying at first to put them on, they can be a little bit fiddly as you're trying to sort of get them on, and I did get a little bit frustrated at the start, hence why I introduced and put some tape on mine to make that a lot easier for me. I don't like to get frustrated, and so that's what I've done. And I won't, like after this review, I'll be putting the tape back on these. I've only took the tape off because I wanted to show you guys in the video. I'll be putting the tape back onto those, and then I'll be using them from that point, left and right. Okay, so Skulltec, really like what they're doing. I might even, they've got a headband which is made of the same material. They've also got a skull cap. Again, both of those could be worn underneath a head guard. I may very well try and get a review of either or both of those, because I think that, again, anything when it comes to sort of shock absorption of the head, you've got your head guard, but if you've got something like that underneath as well and it was comfortable, I think that's a great idea. Probably they're using it, I know that I saw some pictures of young kids and they're using the headbands for football. I know there's a lot of problems with people thinking about the head injuries of heading footballs. Also, I've seen things like rugby under skull caps, ice hockey, wherever there is a helmet or a head guard. I think that's Skulltec. I think that's Skulltec headband or skull cap could be very useful. So I will look into that. But if they're anywhere near as good as these, I think that'll be fantastic. So check them out, skulltec.com. Really, really impressed with these. I wish I'd have got them sooner, to be fair, but those massive postal charges at the time were putting me off. You know, it was $25 for that and for 2 of them, and it was like $40 on top of that for them to get it to the UK. I'm surprised that there is no retailers in the UK that have got these, because I think they would go down a storm. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.